Good morning. Sorry, good afternoon. Sorry. My name's Matthew Aristotle Salvio. I'm a final year exercise and sport science student. I'm a strength and conditioning intern and a data analytics intern. So my presentation is going to pretty much go through the role of GPS unit and athlete development and how it could be implemented for inclusion and equity. So why GPS technology matters in sport. So GPS technology pretty much allows the coaching staff to track quantitative data uh, in relation to players. So things such as distance, speed, acceleration, high speed efforts. This is quite common in a lot of team-based and field-based sports such as soccer, rugby league. It helps monitor pretty much player training load. So players are clocking in a lot of kilometers in training and through games. Therefore, this technology allows us to see how much physical exertion they're producing, which is very effective in preventing overtraining, which can lead to injuries. It is quite common in elite and semi-professional team sports, just due to the nature of this industry. Obviously, having a lot of games played over the season, this technology is very effective in monitoring if players need to push back if they're overexerting too much. And it provides, yep, quantitative data. Example of this, so Catapult is a leading industry partner. They're one of the bigger brands in GPS technology. How it works, so GPS device is strapped there. They have a vest that they put on training, and it's connected to computer, which the staff can see in real time. So my personal experience with GPS in placement. So I have the pleasure of having an internship with the Parramatta Referees. It's pretty much an association affiliated with NRL. They pretty much ref all the NRL, sorry, not NRL games, a lot of the rugby league games, all the way from under 12s to junior reps to New South Wales Cup. It is valuable in assessing workload in players with different needs. So the refs, whilst they're not players, they do have to be incredibly fit just because they're constantly having to chase the ball, make plays, in split second moments. So they are running, they're clocking a lot of kilometers, they're accelerating, they're decelerating. So this technology really allows us to see what they need as well. Uh, it's accessible to referees at no cost. It is provided by association because it is well funded. An example here, so this is me currently collecting data for players. And pretty much after reviewing the data, I discussed with my supervisors and the S&C staff that we need to focus on acceleration more. So the following week, we made a new block and we pretty much implemented sled pulls to increase their acceleration. So diversity considerations in GPS use. So GPS enables data-driven plans for athletes with varying fitness, genders, or body types. So it is quite inclusive. Uh, Person A and person B, for example, they're not going to be completely the same. Example with the Parramatta Referees, there's a quite a diverse group, ranging from the youngest is 13 all the way to the oldest, which is almost 50. So obviously because of that, they're going to have different various levels of fitness. It's mixed as well, so there's male and female. So this data pretty much allows us to track what players need specifically, as opposed to making a cookie cutter program where it's one size may work for some, not for others. So this just allows us to target in a more holistic manner. It is quite expensive, um, which this can create equity issues. Now, GPS technology is expensive. It can go up to the thousands. Therefore, underfunded clubs and those of lower socioeconomic groups may not have access to this technology. There is a bit of a cultural understanding and an ethical understanding as well. Some communities who obviously may not have access to this technology may have mistrust. This is just due to the nature of GPS requiring data collection. This can raise some ethical issues as well. For example, are clubs sort of protecting this information, or are they possibly sending it to third parties? Usually, professional clubs are very professional with this manner, but sometimes issues can occur, and disability inclusion. So. GPS can be used in modified sports or disability athletes. Obviously, they require different tailored metrics, but it is a very good technology to use across the board. So barriers to GPS integration. So the big one is the cost of units. So not only do you have to pay for the technology, you have to buy a licensing fee to use the software as well. This can really accumulate. It requires tech literacy and data interpretation skills. So uh, clubs tend to hire, excuse me, clubs tend to hire S&C staff, data analysts or sports scientists to interpret this data. That just means the cost is going to go up, which requires more funding. So over-reliance on numbers can reduce athlete feedback. So essentially, this can create a sort of barrier between the athlete and the staff. Moreover, staff may focus more on numbers as opposed to how players really feel. This removes the autonomy that players have. This can create a bit of a rift in between relationships between the staff and the players. Um, and it is obviously not accessible for all age groups or smaller clubs due to the financial constraints. So my plan to support inclusive practices. So one that is currently being implemented is uh, the use of sharing it around or pooling it. So at the Parramatta Referees, my internship, there's about 40 refs. It's a lot of units, so we only have access to about 15. So we tend to give those units to the ones that are refing the most games. This just allows us to appropriately use that technology, but also gives it to people that need it the most. The roster does swap over every season. Some referees drop out, some refs do join, so we tend to then rotate around. So therefore, everyone gets use of this technology. Another one would be to provide education sessions, how data helps them. Online is a big tool compared to in person. In person, not everyone may not be able to show up, so that's just missed information. But with online portals such as YouTube videos, even portals added, this can pretty much allow anyone to access it at the comfort at their own home and watch it whenever they want. It also lowers the cost of having to hire logistics. You just record it once and that's it. You can watch it whenever. And final one would be to collaborate with community programs to bridge resource gaps. So, having discussions with high level sporting facilities or sporting brands, sporting organizations, sorry. So Western Sydney Wanderers would be an example. We could communicate with them to pretty much possibly share that GPS data or that technology to people in their local community to really have the inclusivity um, of that tech. And how this shapes my growth as a practitioner. So it really increased my awareness of inclusion in tech. I believe that technology to 2025 is certainly going to just keep building and building. I think everyone should have a fair shot at it, not just elite level athletes. I think even just adolescents and junior players can really benefit from using this technology. Um, it really encouraged me to design programs that go beyond a one size fits all. So, uh, player A and player B, they're not going to have the same metrics. They're not going to have the same height. They're going to be different weights. So they're going to have completely different data. Because of that, they're going to have different needs. So this pretty much allows me as a practitioner to identify what people really need, what they might have the same, what might have differently. It helps me create a more holistic manner. Um, it pushes me to advocate for fair access and resource sharing. And it builds my goals to work with a diverse athlete population. So not just elite level athletes. If everyone had access to this technology, this would really allow me to diversify, to not work with not just elite, but also rising athletes, adolescents, youth. And yeah, thank you for watching my presentation on GPS data, how it's relevant in today's society and how it can really benefit. Um, thank you.